So this is the other new figure I received the other day. This is going to be my second metal build Gundam figure from Bandai. This is the RX-93-v2 High V Gundam. And the moment I touched this one, I knew I liked it. This is a really, really fantastic figure. You guys, anyone who's watching this, can only see, but I can touch it, and this one has some serious weight to it. This really, really is a very dense figure. You could feel the plastic is very high quality. In here you can see the die cast. Kind of open them up a little bit. For the most part, the joints are nice. Okay, so take a peek in here. And you can see the more die cast in there. Die cast there. Tons of die cast. This figure also has some of the best balance I've ever seen. Nice big feet. Low center of gravity. This is a gorgeous figure. Now you could compare it to my other metal build. So there's him, and there's the other one. And you could see there is a significant size disparity. This one is not small. This one I think is about 7.1 inches. Whereas this one, let me see how big this one is. This one must be more like 9. This is 8.1. So it's, according to this, it's an inch taller, but boy, it looks like more. Maybe this one's more. Maybe this one's under 7 inches. But then you have the little itty bitty one. This is my Metal Spirits, whatever it's called. So the reason I got this one was because it was one of the closest when it comes to the conversion rate. I hate paying a ton now. So I went on the Bandai website, and so filtered based on metal build. And so this one is 35,200. I gave them the benefit of the doubt, added a little bit more, or quite a bit more, because of the 10% tax, and it came out to $238. So $238, $359. So it's, after conversion, that's quite an increase. And what's interesting is I buy a lot of figures from Bandai. I'm sure that Bandai is the company that I easily buy the most from. And not just Gundam. I mean, Gundam is just a small percentage of what I buy from Bandai. And usually you can get relatively close to the MSRP converted, but for whatever reason, Gundam is not. They are expensive. They are, or let's just put it this way, their markup is considerable, and I have no idea why. I'll give one other example. So we have in here let's see, this Strike Rouge plus Grand Slam, 29,700 converted. That's $201, being sold on Big Bad Toy Store. So $201. It's selling for $424, more than double. And that's why I'm not getting it, because that's expensive. I did put in an order for the Devise Exia. Now this one is based on not on an anime, but actually it's based on manga, Char's Counterattack, Beltorchica's Children. And so here it is on Amazon. And it's being released in June 27th, 2023. So you could see there he is, and there he is. Let me show you a little bit more on here. So look at this, is just gorgeous. Look at those colors. Look at the detailing on here. So these will close up. These are the jets. More detailing on the back. You know, that is really something. I love that it's got kind of a matte finish color on it, not glossy. This one's glossy. I like this one much better. I like those colors. This one is also kind of a matte finish. So we have some movement here. Now, the weird thing is it looks like the joint would be here, like this would turn, but that's not where the elbow bends. The elbow actually bends, if I could just do it, it bends up in here. Okay, so that's a little strange. That was unexpected. I was trying to bend it here, but as far as I could tell, it's not going to bend at that. Here, it bends more down here. Everything on this is one that's really going to look beautiful. Now, mine is, so let me show you a few pictures of it. So here it is, and it's got all the different things on the back. So you can see it's once it's all set up, it's got a ton of stuff, and I have not started trying to do that yet. And I'll have to figure out whether I'm going to. Sometimes I don't even do it at all. This figure here has a lot of, you could see on the back where there's attachments, and I didn't put the things on. So I think I may have even tried and I couldn't get them on. Sometimes it's interesting that some of these really, really ultra high-end figures, I have problems attaching the things, and I'm so worried about my figures that I'm not willing to jam it in there. But you could see, look at that, woo, all that stuff. The Japanese really love to have their flourishes on there. So he's got these big, looks like jets. I think my concern would be this guy really, well, there's two concerns. First of all, he stands really well, but I'm concerned when you put that much weight. I'm sure that these are light plastic, not because they're chinsing out, but just because that looks like it would throw off the balance to have that much weight. I mean, if this he's not going to fall forward because of those toes. He could conceivably fall backwards. And when you're adding that much weight, that would be a concern. The other concern is that that would require a whole bunch more space on the shelf. And that is a problem, is shelf space. You know, I don't have 5 figures spread out. I have figures fairly well packed in there because of the number of figures I have, which is exactly the reason why I'm thinking maybe I need to slow down or start getting rid of ones that I care about less, because space is becoming an issue. Whether it's boxes in my closet or robots on my shelf and other figures. I've got other figures that I've shown. Star Wars figures, Street Fighter figures, all sorts of figures. Yeah, it's a little bit of a problem. But I definitely, if you can find these, I know I looked on Amazon at this exact figure, and it was pretty much the same price, $360. It's almost like when it gets to the United States, everybody starts setting it at a similar price. That's generally been my experience. I don't know how they come up with these prices, but sometimes, you know, you can go on eBay and find somebody who's a bit cheaper, maybe quite a bit cheaper. The risk there, of course, is that you get a bad seller. It can happen on Amazon too, but Amazon has, and I think eBay also has will compensate you if you get something that's bad. But certainly if you're going to buy, and this is one of the reasons why, all things being equal, if I have a choice between buying it from a figure specialty site or buying it from Amazon, I would prefer to buy it from a figure specialty site for 3 different reasons. Number one, because I'd like to support these sites. Number two, because my experience is that they pack better, safer. I have a higher degree of chance of getting my box undamaged. And number three is that I can't imagine that they're going to ship out anything that's a knockoff because of their maintaining their reputation and because they're going to work directly with the manufacturers, whereas Amazon and eBay are going to be having third-party sellers who they may or may not trust. So you have to be very careful. But if you can get these, you can fly to Japan, buy these. But if you can get these are really, really, really nice figures. I've got a third one on the way, and it makes me want to buy more because it is so nice. But I'm just not willing to pay double the price for a figure, even though I just spent over $100 extra. Who knows? Maybe it is worth that amount. I don't know. It's really hard to say why they price them like this. But it's definitely one of the most beautiful figures that I own. So that is the what are you called? Let's see. The RX-93-v2 High V from Char's Counterattack. Boltorchika's Children. Beautiful figure.